You're listening to the Blue Sky Radio. Blue Sky Radio.
Beautiful blue skies.
Can you let me know?
What's up, everybody? You are tuned into the Jazz Chronicles here at the Blue Sky Radio. And it's a whole vibe right now. Hey.
Bonita Applebum, you gotta put me on. Bonita Applebum, I said you gotta put me on. Bonita Applebum.
Kind of want to let that play a little bit.
Bonita Applebum, I said you gotta
Yeah.
put me on. Bonita Applebum, gotta put me on. Bonita
All right, again, this is your girl Jazz here at the Jazz Chronicles at the Blue Sky Radio. Hello, Houston and all around the world. I got two beautiful powerhouses at the station right now. I got Kay Cookie Hicks. What's up, Kay?
Hey, I'm good. What's good?
And I got Anjali.
Hey,
What's
everybody.
up?
How y'all doing?
What's up? Again, I said I got two beautiful powerhouses in here, vocalists, and that's the topic of the show. I am here trying to introduce some of Houston's hidden talents. All right? So here we go. One of the issues that I have with my city is that we have so much talent in the building, talent in Houston, musically, artistically, but, you know, it's just something holding us back. You understand what I'm saying? And I've been on the music scene for a long, long time. So, Kay, this is gonna be your direction.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
then I'm gonna come hit you up.
All right.
Okay.
Way back when, let's talk about the Red Cat Jazz Cafe.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
If you were anybody on the music scene, vocally, you were at the Red Cat
Yeah.
when it was right across the street from
Icon.
Hotel. You know what I'm talking
ma'am.
about.
Come
So
on.
I used to follow everybody. Ahmad No Egos, Miriam, Kay Hicks,
yeah.
everybody who was anybody. So Kay,
Yes.
I know you've been doing this thing for a minute.
Yes. Since the year was 1999.
1999, yo. 1999. So tell us, what has that journey been like, and what are your sentiments about, you know, the hidden talents in Houston and
Wow.
you
I
working?
was just saying that the other day, like, it is so much talent in this city, and everybody has their own vibe, but Texas has their own culture.
Right.
So we kind of, the third coast culture is more different than any culture I've ever came across, and I've traveled the world abroad, and there's no place like home.
Right.
But the problem there is just that everybody is talented. So there is no space. You have to just know it's about relationship at this point.
Yeah.
It's not about what you can do. It's about who you know that can put that on for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Not that I know a few people.
Yeah, I mean,
We not gonna drop no names.
I ain't never been no name dropper. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no
Right.
name dropper. But I've been around some of the best. I'll say that.
Right.
And it is not working for me. But honestly, I think that for whatever reason, they embrace the rap more here than they do R&B.
but even
Now,
the
like-
rap though, it just seems
Oh,
Houston
no.
rap ain't even. It's not.
But you know what, though? Those guys get rich performing from Houston to Florida. They crossing county line.
Right.
R&B singers out of Houston ain't crossing county line unless you are a signed artist.
so,
But those guys, Slim, Mike, Scarface, all of them, they made their money. They got rich here off their city.
wow.
We can't get rich here off our city.
What do you got to say about that, Audrey? Have you
So
experienced
I
the
went
same?
to my my little cousin's concert the other day. Shout out to TJ, right?
Hey.
So he's like, you know, he's a millennial. He's on that rap, the current rap vibe, right? Yeah. I went to that concert on a weekday, mind you. It was sold out.
Wow.
Wow.
It was sold out. And the thing is that it blew my mind because as a soul or R&B artist, whatever I feel like being for the night, right?
Right.
We may get that kind of crowd, but it'll take all of us to pull them in. You know what I'm saying? It was a cool venue or whatever, but like 5 acts brought in about 500 people on a weekday, and so it just kind of blew
You was
my
out
mind.
there on a Wednesday, huh?
Yeah, we was out there on a Wednesday, and it was rap. It wasn't
Yeah.
necessarily my cup of tea, right? But I was out there supporting my little cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was rap.
So I'm just looking at, like, I 100% support what she says, because people are here gravitate or support more, I would say.
The hip hop part.
The hip hop part. They will support the rap. You know what I'm saying? Heavy. They'll come out.
Yeah.
But I know they play us in our car, though, in their car. You know, I know that I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When they're chilling, when they're
Right.
feeling a type of way, they do
Right.
have that. They do play us, but it's like when it comes out to supporting us in the live scene, coming out to the venues, coming out to our shows, we basically got to be like, hey, you better be at my show.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to pretty much come and get them.
Grab them.
Yeah,
Take
you-
them by the hand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
take 'em
bring them on in. Reel
You gotta let
them
'em
in
know.
there.
Yeah, you better be at
Yeah.
my show tonight. I'm gonna feel some type of way when I see it at the grocery store. I'm
Right.
just saying.
Yeah.
So both of you agree on the same thing. And I don't even know at this point what can be done to change that dynamic, because I think Houston R&B singers, or what the singers are
By far.
can compete with
Anybody.
signed artists, probably even better.
Anybody.
You understand what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I've listened to Kate.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
listened to you
yeah.
sing, and unmatchable.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, completely unmatchable.
Appreciate it.
So I'm gonna talk a little bit about your resume, though,
Okay.
and then we're gonna go to your resume, because
yeah.
we're gonna,
She got a lot popping too.
Let's talk about the resume, Kate.
Okay.
Now I know you've been all around the world,
Yeah.
touring and everything.
Several times. I absolutely love what I do. Okay. Well, my name is Kaya Hicks.
Cookie. Her name is Cookie.
Her name is
that
Cookie Boo.
It's so terrible.
Is
If you understood how I got the nickname, you would never call me that again.
I don't know the story.
I
You
don't
want
know
to
the
tell
story.
us?
Because it's so stupid.
Okay.
Okay, well, look, real fast.
A real snippet of the story.
The snippet of the story is I was in the 7th grade. Shout out to my teacher, Miss Mozzie.
All
She
right.
couldn't pronounce my real name. I had my friends' cookies, you know, the ones that they used to bring from the cafeteria that you sealed them up real cute.
Right.
I was holding it for her while she put her stuff down. The teacher saw me and said, hey, what's your name? I said, my name is Takea. And she said, yeah, Cookie Monster. Put them cookies in the trash.
Wow.
So they weren't even my cookies, but
Right.
Cookie has been with me for 40 years.
Wow.
30-something years being called Cookie, and it wasn't even my cookie.
Okay, so I will no longer call you Cookie.
Wow.
Because that would have been traumatizing.
That is traumatizing.
For me as a kid, you know, no.
I mean, after about 3 months, they dropped the monster. Let's be clear. Thank God.
Thank God.
But it was Cookie from that point.
Wow. Wow,
So
wow.
it's just, yeah. But to tell you about my travels, it started at the Red Cat.
Oh, those are good times.
Yeah, man.
Hey, those are good times.
Really good times.
Right.
And a friend of mine named Ernest Walker, he called me and he said, hey, I want you to come and do this tour with me with Regina Bell. And I was like,
What?
Snaps.
first of all, Regina Bell's in my top 5. Make It Like It Was the joint when I was little.
Wow.
I sung it at all the talent shows, and now you're trying to tell me I'm finna sing. But man, I hung up the phone because I thought he was joking because he's a big joke.
Let's go.
So I hung up the phone, like, stop playing. He called me back and was like, no, seriously, what are you doing? So for my first artist to be someone that I admired from middle school, I was really starstruck. She's one of the first people I've ever been starstruck behind. Literally to the point where, you know, anybody who knows me know I'm not really lost for words as a person.
Right.
But seeing her, I was literally hiding behind a pillar, like, and she was like, little black girl, come here. And I was like, I can't even move, ma'am. You know, she was just like, you know, she was just sweet. And she is a consistent friend. Even to this day, I've had
That's amazing.
Christmas there at the house. I've done, she's been really good to me. I think I've been her friend. We probably been friends now. I don't work for her anymore, but we probably still been friends maybe 17 years, maybe.
Wow.
So she was one of my favorites. What was crazy, I was judging, that set me up for judging Hatter's Idol.
Right.
Used to be here.
I remember
It was
that.
me, ESG, Bun B, sometimes LaToya Luckett. Well, at that time, LaToya was working on her project. Me and her was talking, but we only talked at Howard's Idol. One day she was coming out of a club. No, I was coming out of a club. She was coming in.
Yeah.
And I said, man, I really like your new single. Torn was the single. I
That's
was like,
my
man, I
joint.
really like your new single. I was like, well, you know what I do for a living? Let me know.
Plug it.
And then about 6 weeks later, she was like, yo, can you do the BET Awards with me? And I was like,
Come on.
okay.
Let's go.
So while I'm at the BET Awards, this is how God works. While I'm at the BET Awards, I'm sitting outside, and there's a young man sitting across from me, has on a shirt says, who is Jay Holiday? So me, as friendly as I am, I just said, hey, bro, who is Jay Holiday? You know, he was like, oh, that's me. And so we started talking. And then he was like, yo, I'm dropping an album soon, blah, blah, blah. I was like, my mind, young artist, yeah, all right, So little did I know he comes to Houston. I didn't know he was the guy that sang Bed. When I got home, Bed was the joint.
Wow.
Like, Ozzy on them had just destroyed it, like killing it live. So I'm like, so when they tell me Jay Holiday's on his way out here, and I see it's Jay, I'm like, this the dude I was talking to. So literally, we became friends, and when he came to Houston, he came and got me, and was like, I didn't forget.
That's crazy.
So after him, I had cancer. I was diagnosed with cancer in 2006. And then I had to sit down.
I didn't know that, Kaya.
Yeah, I had cervical cancer in 2006. 14 years as of August 15,
Amen.
cancer-free.
Amen.
That make me
Yeah,
cry. I didn't
God
know
is good.
that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I did not know that.
And that was a humbling experience because I was still touring. I remember one time going to Africa with Regina, and her and her mom praying over me like,
Yes, God.
I was only allowed to do stage because Regina was my mentor. She was like mother figure, mentors. Like, hey, when you get done, stage. No after party for you. Stage, bed, playing.
Right.
So literally she kept me on that. Like when we would be hoarse, she made Liz Vaughn close up Liz Vaughn in a room with her. You're not going to be talking to me because you're not going to be talking to nobody.
Wow.
At all.
Because you like to talk.
Wow.
Right.
And so you was hoarse. No, ain't nobody talking. You gonna come in here with mother and you gonna sit.
Jeez.
Close your mouth. Close your mouth.
Like
Sat down.
She was like that with us. I mean, she was so close to us that like she could tell when one of us wasn't breathing. It would be like, "Okay, you're not breathing," and I'm like, "Well, but I am the only one singing alto, so I guess if it's wrong, then yeah, I guess that would be."
Right. That's me.
And so after I left her, though, man, my daughter was graduating. I went out with Beyonce in 2010. Came home. They started a show called Black Girls Rock. Right. I did that for a couple of years. I left B and went to Lettucey, I believe. And then I left Lettucey and went straight to J-Lo. Then I left J-Lo and Shantae Moore in between, all of these, Selena Johnson in between that.
This resume is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy. I did the Grammys with Beyonce.
This resume is ridiculous.
It's heavy.
Like, oh my God.
It's funny because as an artist, I'm shy. As a person, I'm not. Because as a person, I don't care if you like me.
Right.
But as an artist, I need you to like me.
Ooh. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You feel me?
Put that in the song right
Come
there.
on.
That sounds like some lyrics.
I already wrote it down.
I already wrote it down.
This one right here, Angie, she listens intuitively for
everything.
things that you say.
Yeah.
And she'll be like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm going to have to use that in the
Yeah.
song.
Look,
Yeah.
Siri knows what I like.
Listen.
Hey Siri, make a note.
Right.
Right. But
yeah.
that's pretty amazing. Like,
So I've been blessed to be a part of a lot of things. I was a part of the Ernest Walker Band here in Houston for 13 years, and we've done everything from 2 or 3 mayor inaugurations till we do the holiday in the park at City Hall every year. I'm just NAACP conventions.
Wow.
It's
I feel so humbled to even be in your presence right
know
now. Like,
what?
I didn't know all of that, Cookie. Okay, sorry. But look, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to come back with some more of these powerhouse women. We're going to be talking to Anjali. I think, Anjali, I might want to go off on, nah, we're going to wait. We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait for it. We're gonna wait for it. So
Oh, you
again,
playing records?
we're playing records.
Oh, well, I know you gonna play mine then too.
Let's
We
get it.
playing records.
Get it. Let's
Give me
get
a
it.
K. You
All
got,
right.
you got it queued up? What you got queued up?
We're gonna do let's go with this one right here. So we're gonna be right back here. You're tuning into Jazz Chronicles here at the Blue Sky Radio. And we're gonna leave out on one of these here songs. I hope you enjoy, and then we're gonna come back and talk a little bit with Anjali.
Yes.
So keep
Let's
it
get
locked.
it. Let's get it.
You're listening to the Blue Sky Radio. The Blue Sky Radio.
Beautiful blue
The
skies.
Blue Sky Radio. We've been dreaming for this. Now we're here. You've been looking for the place to promote your small business. The Blue Sky Radio is the best place to promote your small business. The Blue Sky Radio. The Blue Sky Radio. We the best.
We are back. We are back to the Jazz Chronicles here with Kay. I'm no longer going to call her Cookie anymore since we got the story on that. And we're back here with Miss Anjali, and we're gonna talk to her right now. We left off on break with one of her hits. Give me
indeed.
money.
No,
I can't sing.
you play re-up.
I played Rio. Oh, I did. That was a new joint.
I don't think you meant to.
I didn't really mean to unleash that one. I wanted to do that one a little later. Right. And then we got a joint from Kay that we're gonna listen to. So we're gonna direct our attention over here to Miss Anjali. Yeah. What's up?
What's up, girl? How you doing?
Girl, this pepper soup that you done brought up in this joint is so delicious.
Yes. Shout out to Trinity African Cuisine.
I'm mad that it wasn't a third plate. Y'all know I was coming.
She didn't know. It was a surprise.
It was a surprise.
We got you next time.
For sure.
But Angie.
Yes, ma'am.
So it's a lot of questions here.
Okay.
Because you are originally from the boot. Shout out to New Orleans.
What's that?
What up, Nashe?
What's that?
What's happening? What's happening?
Yeah.
But what's interesting is your genre that you have gravitated towards is, what do you call it, Afro
House. Yeah.
Afro house. So tell us a little bit about what that Afro house is and how you got there.
How I got there. So it was definitely a journey, right? Growing up, Southwest A-Lee, Texas, what up, SWAT?
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of Nigerians over there.
Yeah.
Right. It's a lot of Nigerians over there.
For sure.
There's a lot of Nigerians in Houston. Yeah?
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the Nigerians.
Right? So in high school, I didn't know that 99.9% of my friends were Nigerian because they didn't go by their full names. They went by some abbreviated version.
Right.
All right. But all that time, I was catching culture. I only was allowed to do one sleepover at last name is Adibe, right? That's the first time I had goat. That's it. Like, so the music was being heard from a young age, right? And it's something that I love. So then when I got into my adult years or whatever, that's what I gravitated to. When I started making music, it was my first tangent was like reggae, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Renegade, I remember that.
Right.
Reggaeton.
Right. And then it moved over to Afro House, and that's where I've settled because at the end of the day, these Caribbeans, these Nigerians, everybody's just African.
Period.
Their own version of African,
Right.
you know, whatever country you may be from, and even us, the bastard children of Africa,
for sure.
right? So when it came to making music, I linked up with Giggs.
Shout out to Giggs.
Shout out to Giggs. So Giggs is from Kenya, and when I went to him, I told him, I said, I sing R&B, I sing soul, but it's like I'm now used to what's in me is like the something like, you know, syncopated. So anyway, with him and I together, it makes this Afro house vibe that I really love, because to me it translates like soul, but it has like a I don't know.
It's like an amalgamation of things in there.
Yeah.
It's like African and Caribbean
Yeah.
and soul and neo
Right.
and it's funk and it's an amalgamation of stuff.
It is. If I had to put all my favorite food together, this is what it would taste like.
Goulash.
Come on, gumbo.
Gumbo
it's a
goulash.
gumbo, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm a
Oh,
gumbo
goulash.
girl. I'm a gumbo girl. I put everything I like
For
all
sure.
in one.
Right,
and
right,
I
right.
Eat it.
For
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? So it's cool. And where I'm at right now, I feel like I found my lane. I had to put my performance track together. Nice little plug right there. But as I was setting up my performance track, I was like, bro, like I've really gone through a progression when it comes to music. I've
Nice.
not just been in one lane or whatever. I've grown and now I found where I want to be. And it's not too many people like me in that lane.
Yeah.
You
Right.
know? So
Here, anyway.
here anyway, yeah. So it feels good. It sounds good.
Absolutely.
And I'm just a happy girl right now. I really am. I'm a happy girl.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
It should be.
I mean, like, y'all got some, and like when I decided to do the show, I was like, man, I really want to showcase some bad chicks, some bad vocalists.
Yeah.
You know, and as I prefaced the show, I was like, it's a lot of hidden treasures here that
In Houston.
It is.
don't really
Get that chance.
get
Get
the
out there.
chance and get out there.
Here's what I would say, right? For us, we're used to it because we grew up in it. Like, hands down, Miriam Echo has made me cry about a million times.
And let me say this:
Just about a million.
I did hit Miriam up.
A million
Okay.
So
times.
I hit you up, Miriam. I wanted you to be here too.
Right.
So I just want you to know that because
Right.
I consider her a powerhouse too because we were all hanging
Yeah.
at the red. Everybody was there.
Listen,
Miriam
as a-
was late though. Miriam came in. No, I meant Miriam
Yeah.
came in on the end when the original red cap
Yeah.
was closing.
Right, right.
She,
Yeah.
she wasn't a part.
She wasn't the original-
She
yeah.
wasn't a part of the main fold. She was a
Yeah.
part of the trickle down effect,
As it
like
was-
the
it was
family,
about
the
to-
growth of the family.
Right.
Right. And you mentioned Anzio too. I remember all y'all.
Yo.
Oh yeah.
But-
Anzio, yeah.
So
shout out.
so I started at the Red Cat backgrounding for Aaron Stevens.
Aaron
And
Stevenson.
and I can say it now, I wasn't of age yet.
Yeah.
But I was in
Well,
there.
you know what? You would be surprised. I did not know how many underage children were coming into the Red Cat.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
16, 17 years
We
old.
was in there.
I'm spending the night at so-and-so house. But
Yes. Right.
yeah, and I'm like, when I'm celebrating these birthdays, I'm like, wait a minute, let me carry the one. How can you be 30?
Carry the one.
You can't be 29 right now because I'm,
Right.
no.
But that's
Y'all
And they're like,
fine.
yeah, I was kind of like 16, 17. And I was like,
Yes.
but it was a restaurant that just
Yeah.
happened to have live music.
and so that's how we got in.
Yeah.
It was a
That's how
restaurant.
We got in. We could go in because it was a restaurant. I'm just here to eat.
I'm here to eat.
That's it.
Yeah.
So
Because you know their food was good too.
Man, was it?
So going to the Red Cat and backgrounding with Aaron Stevenson, I saw everybody that you named. I saw
out to Aaron
everybody,
Stevens.
everybody that you named, right? And it gave me a real good appreciation for the talent that we have in Houston. What I would say with the R&B scene, we would get that much love. We would get so much love. You just have to travel. You have to.
Yeah,
It's
I
sad.
love it.
It's sad to say, but if you try to, pull that kind of energy here, it may not happen. I'm gonna go ahead and say it.
Yeah.
It may not happen just because people can catch a 5-star act any day of the week.
You feel
Right.
me? Every day.
So if you say you got to
Like,
show
we all do it.
we all do it. So they got one for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Friday, because guess what?
What?
Kay gonna be at D-Bar when she leaves here.
You see what I'm saying?
Plug.
You see what plug? You see what I'm saying? So you can catch that. So the enthusiasm that we're looking for or whatever may not be there just because they know, man, Houston is lit.
Yeah.
They can
for sure.
go. They can go anywhere, on anywhere
Anywhere, on
tonight.
any block.
On Friday, you have 25 different options.
And that's the key word is different.
different.
Nobody is this. Everybody got their own stilo.
Yeah. So
And
whatever you
it
in
just
the mood
depends
for.
on what you in. Boom.
Yeah, whatever you in the mood for, you can find it in Houston.
Yeah.
Now, when you go to another city, they don't have that you. They don't have they got somebody, but they don't have that you.
Yeah.
So you can go and get that energy that you need.
And there are also cities that don't have nothing, so they welcome you.
Boom.
And they willing to pay for you.
Boom.
Right.
I've sent many an artist out of town. I used to work with. I used to also kind of do like agency.
Management. Or
Yes,
something?
and sending different artists and sending them like to places like San Antonio and all of those places.
Yeah.
San Antonio don't have what we have.
They sure don't. I'll tell you that right now.
Not
Nope,
by far.
they don't.
No.
Not by close or far. Not by near
Near or
far.
right.
Or far. Yeah.
But they are great audience. They are so attentive. They listen. They're hungry for it, so they come for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't want to run out of time because we're almost at the end of the show because I want to play your song and I want to play your song again.
Yes, ma'am.
I forgot to mention that the line is open for calls if y'all have any questions or y'all want to come in and tell the ladies hi, you want to find out where they are. You can definitely call at 832-518-9107. The lines are open. Again, that number is 832-518-9117. So I'm going to go to your song, Kay, because we heard a little bit of Angie, and then Angie, we're going to play your jump. Man, I didn't want to play the new one again. I didn't want to play.
Just bump it again.
You know, I can do it all. It's my show.
It's your show.
It's my show. I can do what I want to do.
Jazz.
Yeah.
You got
Boss, can I do what I want to do, boss?
Yes, you can.
Can I take it to the bridge?
Take it to the bridge. You hear me knocking?
Can I take it to the
Come on
bridge?
in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we got. Tell me about this song, Kay.
Okay.
Real quick as we go to a commercial break, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna listen to Angie.
Cool.
Man, I love these girls, man.
Well,
I've been rocking with these girls for a minute. So
The song Questions is about a girl at the end of a relationship. She just asking some questions, trying to see where his mind at, because she about to,
About to dip.
She just letting them know, understand, hey, I'm about to dip because you doing the most right now.
That's gonna be in my playlist.
Or
So
the
it's called
least.
Questions or what?
Come on.
Speak,
Or the least.
speak in here. So the name is Questions. You can look under Kaya Hicks, Kaihicks.
Okay, so we're gonna play this. We're gonna leave the mics on in case you want to say something about it. All right, so
Here you go.
here you go. Questions.
You're listening to the Blue Sky Radio. Blue Sky Radio.
Beautiful blue skies.
Where can people find you? Social media, give us all that, and then we're gonna
Social media, you can find me under Kaya for Real, KAI, the number 4 Real, on Instagram and on Twitter. And my artist page on Facebook is Kaya Sings, KAISINGS.
Nice. So y'all, I hope y'all got that. Song is Questions. Anjali, where can people find you? Wait, okay, so gigs. What do you got up and coming?
Wow. Well, like I said, tonight I'm gonna hit the spot at the D bar tonight.
Hit that spot at the
But
D bar.
I got a lot. I do a lot of private stuff.
Okay. Hit her on her social media. Bookings, all of that.
But you can actually find me at the D bar every Tuesday for steak night,
Steak night.
starting at 8:30. What? Lobster? Look, we'll talk.
Anyway, Anjali.
Yes.
She has such a soft voice. Anjali, where can people find you, Anjali?
And she's sultry.
You can find me
Just so
on
sexy.
Instagram and Facebook. I don't really like Facebook no more.
No,
but
it's archaic.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you can find me on Instagram at I am Anjali. That's ENJOLEE. Come on. ENJOLE. ENJOLE. All right. So yeah, you can find me on social media. You can find me there. My next gig is September 14th, Houston Jerk Fest.
Jerk Fest.
Jerk.
Shout out to GT.
GT
He's a
Lane.
main guy in this whole event. So shout out to him. I'll
That's
be
the
there.
homie.
Yeah, doing my thing. Yeah, and my new song is called Re-Up. Now the thing is, my producer Gigs, it's on his project.
Oh.
Do I have time to tell a little story?
Tell a little story real quick. Go ahead on.
Real quick. So when we create my music, it's like an hour thing. We do it together from the ground up, the track and the
Nice.
lyrics and the everything. But there's sometimes he makes his own tracks, right? He makes his tracks, and then I'll come in. So this one particular time, we were beefing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So he played the song. He played the track while I was there for something else, and I didn't say nothing, but I was in love
Bugging.
with this track. I was in the back losing my mind. I was like, and I wanted to ask, hey,
Yeah.
you want me to get in the booth? But I didn't want to I didn't want to ask because we was beefing. So I was just there for for whatever. Man, just mix this song. You know what I'm saying? Here your money.
Yeah.
I'll see you later. But yeah. Then he played it again about 2 or 3 months later, and I was still being stubborn. I wasn't saying, I was acting like myself. And then he was like, write something for me. And I was like, okay, all right, fine. So then I wrote something, and that's what it is.
Yeah, it's nice.
So Re-Up was born of
beef.
Of beef. Of beef.
Oh, beef jerky.
Listen, that's when you have the best writing, when it's coming from your soul and your feelings, and you've been hurt a couple
Right.
times.
Yeah.
That's when you get the best.
Best.
We're gonna play Re-Up. This is one of my favorites from Angelique. This is the new joint.
Yeah.
It's released. No,
It's not released yet, but you can check it out on Instagram on his page and mine. I am Angelique, or GIGGZ.
All right, so you're hearing it first here at the Blue Sky Radio on the Jazz Chronicles. You got the exclusive joint called Re-Up, and we're going to close out the show with it. How about that?
Let's do it.
All right, so again, you're tuning into Jazz Chronicles each and every Friday, 7 p.m. Houston, Texas time. It's your girl, Jazz, here with Kay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give you whole government. Kay, check her out on her social media. Questions is the joint. I'm here with Angelique. I am Angelique. Check her out on Instagram. And we're going to close out the show with Re-Up. Oh, and again, hey, plug. Come out tonight. Uptown Hookah Bar. I'm going to do 2. Caribbean First Friday. That's my fam. All white affair.
All right.
Go out and support Kay at the D Bar.
All right.
And we out this thing.
We
Peace out. The Blue Sky Radio.
Peace.
You're listening to the Blue Sky Radio. The Blue Sky Radio.
Beautiful blue sky.
The Blue Sky Radio. We've been dreaming for this. Now we're here. You've been looking for the place to promote your small business. The Blue Sky Radio is the best place to promote your small business. The Blue Sky Radio. The Blue Sky Radio. We the best.